Okay, so I've got a project open here. This is just the very beginning of a song that I wanted to work on. And basically what I'm doing is seeing if it's worth going to EZdrummer 3 from EZdrummer 2. I get a lot of use out of EZdrummer 2. And I had saved this song because I have a guitar part that has that kind of gent proggy type of thing going on. And I wasn't finding drums that worked for it, and I was having trouble writing drums that worked for it. I'm using a kit. I have a lot of presets here in EZdrummer 2 that I created. As you can see, I have a lot of their stuff that I downloaded, but I've created user presets. So when I upgrade to 3, I'm hoping all my user presets are there, because at first I'm not going to be using the kits that come with it. That'll be something that I mess around with in a little bit. So let's take and add the track. This is Reaper, by the way, that I'm using. And I have a whole video on why Reaper is a great DAW, so I'll link that up here in case you guys are interested. But let me add a virtual instrument on a new track here, which will be EZdrummer 3. And I see it down here. I add that. Okay, I'm going to say this little thing pops up here. I'm going to say no to that. I don't need separate outputs for all the drums or multiple tracks of drums. I just want the stereo output. So, all right. And so EZdrummer 3 pops up. Okay, so right away, something that's better about this, that was another thing, is look at this. I can scale it, right? I'm working on a real big monitor here, and you can see I got these glasses. So, things get really small looking, and I'm not a big fan of that. These kits are going to sound great, I'm sure, but I want to know if my kits are in here still. Did they pour it in from EZdrummer 2? And so that's all the plugins, and then I have the kits here, and user presets, good. Okay, can you see that on the screen there? Yeah, you can't see all of them. My face is covering a little bit, but I have the Mark Metal kit over here. Okay, yeah, and it's got the graphics with the expanded background, so that's scaled as well. It's not like a weird scaling. That's really cool. All right, so I'm just going to drag these drum beats down onto that track, and I'm going to get rid of the EZdrummer 2 track. And it should sound exactly the same. Yeah, good. So what I have here is this guitar part that I need to get a beat written to. Now, optimally, I'd like bass drum hits to really work along with it to fit this genre, but let's see what it comes up with. So one of the things that is my main reason for looking at the upgrade from EZdrummer 2 to EZdrummer 3 is this thing up here, this tab called Bandmate. And I should be able to drag guitar audio into it and have it write a beat for me. And I'm sure if you've been looking at the demos TuneTrack's putting out, you've seen all that. So I've got the wave file here, and I should be able to grab it and drag it. No, it doesn't let me do that. All right, that's a little bit annoying. So I can't just drag the wave file from the DAW. That means I need to know the name of it. So instead, that means I'm going to have to open it and go into my directory structure here. I drag the file there. It's got the correct BPM that I have for the song. Yeah, it's in 4/4 there. Hit OK. All right, and it's grabbing something right away. Now, if I hit play, up here I should hear. Oh, now see the wave file. I have to move this because the wave file starts. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. So the wave file, like when I'm recording, I have a little bit of space before I actually start playing. So that's in the wave file printed. That might be a problem. Let's see. No, it's fine. I just had to drag it to the beginning of the grid. Okay, so this is a pop rock country beat that it picked for me. That's not bad. Now, if you see over here in the bottom left, I like that I can change genres to fit. This is more of a metal song. Let's stick with the closed hi-hat. Let's see what the difference is. Same beat, basically. All right, so I like the beat. It works, but it's not really fitting to that style. I need the bass drum hits to really line up with it. So if I hit play and then I have these things here are amount of kick hits, amount of hi-hat hits, amount of snare hits, and it's going to start to interpolate more stuff. So I'm going to bring the kicks up and see if it lines them up with the guitar. It's kind of better, but it's still not the locked in type of thing. But I've picked something here that is a very specific type of drumming, so I was giving it a heck of a challenge. I still like it. I think if I was just doing any kind of rock genre of music here, it would really work well. Let me dial that back, and you can bring snare hits in too. It's going to add like ghost strokes in. All right, at the end of it there, I just started messing around. I didn't know where I was going to go. But that's not bad. That's not bad, and that's pretty close. I could go in and grid edit this now. I think I have to drag it. That would be where it starts. Okay, so now it's another thing about this. So you can drop the beats into here and work with it. Another really nice feature here of this grid editor that I just noticed. Look at these little down arrows here on the snare. You have the different snare hits: right hand, left hand, a rim shot, side stick. This is really nice for articulations on it. You can, if you start programming this in by hand, you want that human kind of feel, that sound of hitting different sections of the drum. This is really nice. So from the standpoint of, is it worth going from EZdrummer 2 to EZdrummer 3? I saw it pulled all of my info in on presets and everything. I like that. I can use all the same sounds that I invested a ton of money from EZdrummer 2 in. I love the interface being able to be bigger. I like that the old add-ons, the extra drum kits and whatnot, have the graphics that fill the screen and work with it. I will probably get into using their grid editor just because of the notations over here. We'll see how I feel about that when I have to line up with being able to see wave files on the columns along with it. The bandmate thing for this type of music was a little bit tough to get something that exactly matches up the way you'd want to do. But I think for almost every other style, it's going to be pretty good. And the fact that all of the new sound and kit updates for EZdrummer are all going to be EZdrummer 3 and won't work in EZdrummer 2 anymore. They're not really charging a whole lot of money for this upgrade. I think it's probably really worth it. And I'm kind of excited about what I'm seeing here. I'm real happy that all my kits were there. So yeah, from the standpoint of, is it worth going from one to the other and just doing a really quick video here, not an in-depth type of thing, I think my own opinion is, yeah, I'm happy I made the upgrade, and I'm definitely going to stick with it.